Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the troposphere and the different layers of the atmosphere. So let's start with the troposphere. The troposphere, as you can see in this image, is the closest layer to the Earth's surface, and this layer actually contains all our clouds and weather. It also contains 90% of all gases. This is actually where we are, right? And this is why we experience weather and clouds. Anything that is related to weather, clouds, rain happens in the troposphere. And if you look at your reference table, you'll find that the troposphere is around 0 to 12 kilometers or 0 to 7 miles in altitude. You can also notice that as my altitude increases, the temperature of my troposphere is decreasing from 15 degrees to negative 55 degrees. My pressure in the troposphere is also decreasing with altitude from 1 to very close to 0, not around 0.25 atmosphere. And notice my water vapor concentration is also decreasing as I'm going up the troposphere from around 40 to very close to 0. Also notice that in the troposphere, I have the highest pressure and the highest water vapor concentration compared to all the other layers, where the stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere have very little air pressure and very little water vapor. The stratosphere has a little bit of water vapor, and the mesosphere and thermosphere have no water vapor, although they have a little bit of pressure. Okay. So go ahead and try number two. Which temperature zone of Earth's atmosphere contains the most water vapor? Go ahead and pause this video. Go ahead and try number three as well. Which graph best shows the general relationship between air pressure and altitude? Go ahead and pause this video. So, in the troposphere, the temperature, like we said, generally decreases with altitude. The surface of the Earth absorbs sunlight and heats up the air above it. But as you go higher in the troposphere, the air actually, as you can see, it becomes less dense. Most of our concentration of air is, and air molecules actually very close to the Earth's surface or in the troposphere. That's why the air pressure is so high in the troposphere compared to the other layers. In the troposphere, we also get something called jet streams. Jet streams are fast moving air currents that circulate above the earth. So this is kind of what a jet stream looks like. And jet streams form when cold air from the poles and hot air from the equator meet, kind of like this. So when we have really cold air from the poles and hot air from the equator, when they meet, we have this rush of air or wind called a jet stream. And jet streams are very fast. They move from west to east at about 180 to 275 miles per hour. And the majority of jet streams are actually found in the upper troposphere. So go ahead and write this down in your notes. In the atmosphere are all gases surrounding the Earth, and one of the layers of the atmosphere is the troposphere. And in the troposphere, we find all weather, and we also find the jet stream. Go ahead and try number four. The subtropical jet streams are fast flowing air currents located in the atmosphere about 10 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In which layer of the atmosphere are subtropical streams located? It's asking you where we can find which layer of the atmosphere we can find jet streams. Pause this video and try this. Try the next question as well. In which temperature zone of the atmosphere is point A located? Notice that we have a cloud, right? Think about in which layer of the atmosphere we find clouds, and also look at the altitude. You can compare the altitude in this chart to your reference table to figure out which exact layer you're looking at. Try the next question as well. Most of the Earth's weather events takes place in the. So my numbers for the questions are a bit different, but it should be the next question after this question on your worksheet. Um, in this case, question number 6. Yes. So the troposphere is actually expected to heat up because of greenhouse gases that trap heat and radiate it back to the Earth's surface. So the greenhouse gases that are very common are methane, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. You don't need to memorize the formulas, but they're there for you. These three gases work together or individually sometimes to trap heat being radiated from the earth, and since they trap heat, they actually re-radiate it back to the earth, and this causes the earth to warm up. So go ahead and memorize the greenhouse gases, methane, carbon dioxide, and water vapor, and answer question number 7 in your worksheet. Go to reference table page 1. In reference table page 1, we've already seen this before, but as a refresher, you can actually find the different elements found in the troposphere, hydrosphere, and crust. We're focusing on the troposphere, and notice that the troposphere contains 21% oxygen, 78% nitrogen, and 1% of other gases by volume. So based on this, go ahead and also try question number 8 in your worksheet. In the next video, we're going to talk about the stratosphere.